Scotland was absorbed into England by the Acts of Union. The following episode of A Seat at the Table is a fictionalised dialogue that captures the essence of the recent disagreement between Robert Black, a Scottish lawyer who is Professor Emeritus of Scots Law at the University of Edinburgh, and Tory MSP Stephen Kerr, whose career has largely been spent working in sales and marketing. Professor Robert Black opens the debate.
Thank you. I'll begin with a simple yet significant assertion. The Acts of Union in 1707 did not create a new state from two equal partners. Rather, they marked the end of Scotland as a sovereign international entity. England legally continued, only with a new name, Great Britain. Scotland's institutions were dissolved or absorbed.
With respect, Professor, that interpretation is controversial at best, and frankly irrelevant today. The United Kingdom is a voluntary union between equal partners. This sort of nationalist revisionism only serves to stir division.
Mr. Kerr, I invite you to point to a single legal instrument that created a new sovereign state, one formed equally from Scotland and England. You'll find none. The so-called partnership rhetoric doesn't match the constitutional facts. Scotland's parliament was dissolved. England's was not. It simply renamed itself and added Scottish MPs. That's not a union of equals. That's absorption.
But the Treaty of Union was ratified by both parliaments. That's not conquest. It's agreement, consent.
Consent under duress does not equal equality. The historical record is clear. Scotland's parliament was bribed and pressured. And even if it were voluntary, the outcome remains the same. Scotland ceased to exist as a state under international law. England, on the other hand, retained its institutional and legal continuity.
This is legal sophistry. The United Kingdom has functioned for over 3 centuries. Your interpretation is outdated, ideologically driven.
My interpretation is based not on ideology, but on legal continuity and institutional facts. You may wish it were different, Mr. Kerr, but facts have no allegiance. Take foreign policy, for instance. Treaties under Great Britain were signed exclusively by England's diplomatic corps. There was no dual authority, no Scottish Foreign Office. There was England with a cosmetic name change.
Even if that were true, it doesn't mean Scotland was colonised, or that we should be talking about decolonisation today.
I haven't argued for decolonisation. That's for political activists to debate. My role is to clarify the legal reality. If groups like Liberation Scotland choose to act on that information, that's their prerogative. But denying the fundamental asymmetry of the Union does nothing but weaken today's democratic conversation.
This academic theorising is a distraction. Voters don't care about 1707, they care about jobs, education, the NHS.
And yet, constitutional structures shape every one of those things. If we build modern governance on a misunderstanding of the past, we sabotage ourselves. You may choose to ignore history, Mr. Kerr, but you cannot rewrite it.
Silence follows. Then a slow, rising wave of applause fills the chamber. In the battle of history versus spin, tonight the facts stood taller.